Jones wants to throw to start things out here. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And pass caught. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things on it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Goff. On the slant, this is Chark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Giants 7. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Jones now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the interception, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down Packers.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Packers! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions, nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw is Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And Shark hauls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Goff on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now as they line up and kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again is Goff. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Steps away. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
This is Swift on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Goff on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taking it about the 1.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now to throw. And that's caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Goff looking to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got daylight. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Lions 34.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan